Hi, my name is Dr. Frank A. Thomas, and this is another spiritual vitamin that we're offering you from our series and our program entitled Living Your Passion. I want to talk about leaving well. I told you all that I retired as a senior pastor and moved on to be a teacher of preaching. And one of the things I was tremendously concerned with is I wanted to leave well. I wanted to bless the people. I want to thank them, and I want the people to bless me. I didn't want to leave where there's tension and fighting and all this kind of thing. I wanted to leave well. So I want to talk about several, maybe 4 or 5 things that if you're leaving or you've made the decision to leave well. Number one, particularly if you're in a leadership position, to work with the leadership team to have a well thought out and well developed transition plan. I think it's a sin, if I can be that strong, to leave without a plan of transition, both to help you and to help the organization to go on after you. Just to get up and abruptly leave. So I believe that leaving well is to work with the leadership team to have a well thought out and a well-developed transition plan. Secondly, I believe that at every opportunity, it's our job to express confidence in the leadership and the ability of the church to move forward and have greater days ahead without us. It's important to express confidence in the leadership team and to help the church to do what Jesus did. When Jesus got ready to leave, you know what Jesus said to the disciples? And even greater things than these shall you do. He expressed confidence. He encouraged. He said, because I go to the Father, even greater things than these shall ye do. And when you're leaving, express confidence in the leadership and encourage the church that even greater things are ahead. The third thing is to apologize for shortcomings. Every leader has shortcomings. And so I apologized. So I got up in front of the church and said, first of all, I want to apologize for anything that I did to anybody, whether you thought it was intentional or unintentional. And I forgive everybody for whatever anybody, either intentional or unintentional, has done. I forgive it, and I ask your forgiveness because I'm not perfect. I made a lot of mistakes. And so I'm willing to own up to that. And so please forgive me. And I forgive you. I think that's important. I think that's important because other than that, you take a lot of stuff with you and they keep a lot of stuff with them. And so forgiveness is important. I think fourthly is to remind people what a great church they are. What a great church they are. What a great church. I don't know that it helps to leave and run people down, to tell them what's wrong with them. Now, there are places where you can have an honest discussion with leadership in a safe and prayerful environment where you can discuss some of these things. But I believe that we should affirm that God is a great God and doing a great thing at the church. I also think that you should thank them for the opportunity to lead. I thank the church for the opportunity to be their pastor. It was a privilege, and they allowed it, and I thanked them for it. And then finally, I think you should bless the people, bless the church, pronounce a blessing over them. It's important. I wanted to be blessed in my leaving. I wanted them to pronounce a blessing over me, and I wanted to bless them in my leaving. And it's difficult if there's a lot of bitterness, unresolved issues, anger, and all of that stuff. It stays with you. It goes with you. It goes with you. I don't want that stuff to go with me, right? So I forgive everybody. I apologize to everybody. I didn't want to take the stuff with me. So I left it there, and I blessed them. And I think that I left well. It'd be interesting to see what some of them said. But I believe that I left well. And I believe that the church was helped. And I was helped by the feedback the church gave me. So if you're going to leave, leave well. Leave like God would want you to leave. God wouldn't want you to storm off. How would God want you to leave? That's the question. I think God would want you to leave well. But thanks so much for listening. I've had a wonderful time sharing this with you. I know you get the sense it's intimately personal because of my voice. Sometimes the emotion comes up in my voice because I've lived these things that I'm sharing with you. But I do want you to know that I appreciate you listening. And on Monday mornings, we have a Periscope call live for preachers, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. In the same week, we upload a SoundCloud video. On Monday, we release a video teaching on preaching. And on Friday, we release another version of Live Your Passion. I know that you're excited about this program. I know that you want to get it to your friends and your family. I know you want to be the first to get it, so please subscribe. Thank you for listening. I've been blessed. And remember, if you're going to leave, how would God have you to leave? See you next week.